I use half of my hairspray.
Wow.
Kidding.
Okay.
Okay, 1 minute. We will go to the start the webinar. Still coming the participant.
Ini gue ada co-host juga nggak, Mek?
Udah nanti.
Oh, Troy is here.
Yeah. He's already in, Troy.
Troy.
Hi, Troy.
Oh,
Troy.
hi.
What's up?
Wow. Wow, haven't seen you for a long time.
Tolong Troy-nya di-unmute dulu dong. Wait, Troy. I try to...
I
Rennie, drive safe.
Hey guys,
Hi, Troy. How are you?
good.
How's the situation in Australia?
It's Donald in the back,
Terrible.
I think. It's Rennie driving, Donald is in the back.
She left me at home without food.
Who?
Rennie. She wants me to be more thinner.
Are you having beer with you, Troy?
Hey,
Tea? Oh, why not beer? It's Sunday.
too early.
Too early.
Oh, really? Ah.
What time is it there, Troy?
4.
Oh, 4.
Oh, okay.
It's good
Four
timing.
is the time for happy hour.
The problem is if you start early and you go late, when you have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, they get up early.
Yeah.
Hangover doesn't work.
Oh.
Break your computer, Donald.
No, don't want to finish the webinar, so he can have happy hour right after that.
Yeah.
It's already
1 p.m. in Jakarta,
so
we can start the
webinar.
Okay.
Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
everyone.
everyone.
My
My
name
name
is
is
Hengki
from
from
Development
Development
of
of Awaba.
Awaba.
We are present the webinar for the International TX3 webinar. Will be the speaker will be there is Mr. Edmond Ho from Hong Kong, and then there is Mr. Eddie from Malaysia, and also Mr. Donald from Indonesia. There will be the moderator will be Mr. Rahmat Iqbal. So in here we can share and discuss about the 3x3 in Asia. So Mr. Troy can join us with can tell about how is the 3x3 also in Australia. I think if I miss, I'm sorry. I think Sir Donald said that Mr. Troy from Australia. And there will be 15 minutes for each speaker to explain about the 3x3, his career, each of them from the beginning, from the before become now, like the first 3x3 referee, FIBA referee in their own country. There will be Mr. Edmond first, and then Mr. Eddie, and the last will be Mr. Donald. If everyone want to ask about it from the one participant from Indonesia, you can speak in Bahasa, and we will translate it, and the answer will be translated also from English to Bahasa. And I think Mr. Eddie is okay with Bahasa. Is from Malaysia, I think. He can also understand about Bahasa.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, okay, we start, and then now I give all the time to Mr. Rahmat Iqbal. Okay, please, Mr. Rahmat Iqbal.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Hengki. Hello, everybody. My name is Rahmat Iqbal from Jakarta. So today, I will open our seminar, International 3x3 Seminar, 3x3 in Asia countries from years to years. Our speaker now is present Mr. Edmond from Hong Kong, and then Mr. Eddie from Malaysia, and Mr. Donald from Indonesia. Thank you for joining with us, our guests, Mr. Edmond, Mr. Eddie, and Mr. Donald. So now we wanna know about how 3x3 works in Hong Kong, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, or in other country. Okay. Now, please, we give the time to Mr. Edmond. Mr. Edmond, please, Mr. Edmond.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Yep. Thanks for inviting me to this webinar. So it's good to see some familiar faces here, and also can meet some new faces especially from Indonesia. So let me try to share my screen to you all. All right. Okay, so I try to spend some time to make this presentation, just making sure everyone not feel boring regarding my speech, because today is not a lecture, so possibly I only spend maybe, okay, let's say 15 minutes or even less, because I would like to open the floor to let everyone just share what they think about 3x3 referee career means to you, and how you can develop your career in your country, also in FIBA. So I would really encourage, especially from Eddie and Donald, so we can have more discussion or conversation to share with everyone here. So before I start, you must know who am I. You can call me Edmund, you can call me Edmund Ho or Ho. Please don't say my full name. You can see my full name in the poster.
Yeah.
But I prefer, okay, maybe Edmund Ho is better.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So why I'm talking about my personal details here. I'm not very tall. But I only have around 73 kg. Okay, my age, it doesn't matter. The reason here I share my physical details here is one thing when we are looking into to become a 3x3 referees, In 5-on-5 we have fitness tests, right? But in Freaks 3 we don't have fitness tests. But to some referees they think, okay, we don't have fitness tests, so we can, you know, have all the junk food we want, blah blah blah, because we just stand there on the court. But this is not the truth. That's why I'm sharing, okay, my ways. I keep training almost every day, maybe 30 minutes in average, except COVID, because all the fitness centers are closed now. Even the running track is closed. But I try to keep my physical prepared, not just for the game itself, but also for my health. Appearance is quite important. And when you're looking at referee standing on the court, no matter what level the game it is, if you see a big referee standing on the court cannot run, what is the impression he will give to you if you are the audience? So to be a referee, not only 5-on-5 but also Freaks 3, I think physical variety is one of the important things you need to achieve, and you'd have to set this goal to yourself. So this is why I share this. You know, it's quite strange when you introduce yourself and you put your height and weight here, but this is why I'm putting this here.
So maybe I can translate a bit of the first presentation. Jadi di sini Edmond sengaja menaruh tinggi dan berat badan dia karena di track 3 itu sedikit memang berbeda dengan di 5-on-5, bahwa memang di 5-on-5 itu kita membutuhkan ada tes fisiknya. Tapi memang di track 3 memang kita pun dituntut untuk memiliki porsi bobot yang ideal gitu, dengan tinggi 180 cm, terus beratnya 73 kg, dan dia melakukan latihan paling enggak sehari itu 30 menit. Ya, tapi sejak COVID ini memang agak sedikit terbengkalai karena memang gymnya juga tutup, track field-nya juga tutup. Jadi apapun itu, kita sebagai referee itu harus memiliki berat badan yang ideal. Jadi intinya sih seperti itu. Kalau umur nggak ditulis memang tidak terlalu penting. Okay, Edmond, please continue.
Okay, so I need to pause and let you do the translation, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll try not speaking too long, so
No
you can
problem,
remember
no
what I
problem.
said.
I'm just taking the point of
Okay.
stuff. Yeah. No
All
worries.
right. So here's my milestone in my Freaks career. I became a national referee in Hong Kong in 2001. So in Hong Kong, we don't separate the license. So if you're the basketball referee here, you can officiate Freaks 3 and 5-on-5. So it may different in some countries now, because I know in some countries, especially in Asia, so they're trying to separate the two groups of referees, so they can put more focus on one sport. And this is what I've seen. The trend is going towards this side. And I became a FIBA referee. So I have the 5-on-5 license and Freaks 3 license before 2017, when they first launched the new referee licensing system. So I get the FIBA referee license in 2012, and I became a FIBA international referee in 2014, when they have the first referee course, which you can get the license if you are qualified. So that's the first course we have. And during that moment, we actually have three categories for the referees. So we have the licensed referee, we have the international referee, and also we have the senior referee. And in 2015, I passed the exam and promoted to the senior referee, and started to conduct courses and clinics to referees in other countries. And in 2020, so we slightly changed the name. So we now have the referee A license, B license, C license. So A license actually is a senior referee. And also we have in terms of referee instructor. So now I'm the A license referee and the referee instructor. It was a good dream to achieve. supposed to be in July, but sadly, the Olympic Games postponed. But I think to me, this is also one of the milestones I gained throughout this career since I joined. Actually, I didn't join Freak 3 in 2014. I joined Freak 3 in 2013 when we first have the Asia Cup in Doha, Qatar. So throughout this year, I officiate various of events. So I officiate in World Tour. We have two categories in Freak 3, and I think it's also helpful for referees who want to learn more about the games, and also it is helpful for any national federations to organize any events because they need to identify which category they want to organize. For example, we have the professional league, which is the World Tour, and also we have the national games, which are all the World Cups, Asia Cups, or Seoul Cups. So I officiate in World Cup and World Tour, and World Tour final started between 2013 to 2019, and I had my first World Cup in 2016 in Guangzhou, Guangdong, China. I also went to the World Cup in Indonesia in 2013, right in front of the Monas. I hope I pronounce it correctly.
Yes,
so we
correct.
have we have the event right in front of Monas, and Asia Cup, under 18 Asia Cup in Malaysia, Euro Cup, which is really awesome, Oceania Cup, but besides the FIBA events, I also joined some multi-sports event like the Youth Olympic Games in Nanjing, China, Asian Games in Jakarta, which is the first debut of Freak 3 in Asian Games, and I'm very happy to be there, especially I have a second chance to visit Jakarta as well. Also, I started to conduct referee courses and officiating clinics for national referees since 2015, and have the opportunities to join the officiating rules meeting, so I can share others referees' feedback, especially from Asia, to FIBA, and so we can modify or enhance the rules interpretation for the coming year, which helps to develop the game itself. Do I have to wait for your translation, Donald, here?
Too much.
Jadi kalau kita lihat dari karirnya, dari awal karirnya, can you put back the presentation one step? Oke. Jadi dia memulai karirnya di 2001 sebagai national referee track 3 dan 55. Kalau di negaranya memang track 3 dan 55 tidak dibedakan wasitnya, tapi memang di beberapa negara dibedakan. Di 2012 dia menjadi FIBA referee 55, terus di 2014 dia menjadi FIBA Track International Referee. Ya. Itu pada saat itu pertama kali diadakan FIBA Track Referee course-nya. Lalu di 2015 dia jadi senior referee, instruktur juga, dan buat untuk track kliniknya juga. Terus di 2020 dia menjadi track perubahan-perubahan yang ada sekarang. 2020 dia menjadi FIBA Referee A License dan Referee Instructor juga. Terus dia akan bertugas di Olimpiade 2020, tapi memang seperti yang kita tahu bahwa Olimpiadenya ditunda di 2021. Next page, please. Oke, ini karirnya di 2013-2019, kita tahu bahwa dia bertugas di Pro Series, ya, di World Tour Final, ya, World Cup-nya sudah banyak dari 2016 sampai 2019, Under 18 World Cup-nya juga, Asia Cup, Under 18, ya, Europe Cup, sampai ke Eropa. Mungkin kalau saya bilang, Edmond ini sementara wasit Asia pertama yang pernah bertugas di Europe Cup, di Europe Cup, khususnya untuk 3x3, ya, sama Oceania Cup. Begitu. Please, ya, Youth Olympic Games, terus Asian Games, terus 2015-2019 ada referee course, officiating clinic, Ya, terus dia juga terlibat di FIBA Tracy Officiating and Rules Meeting 2019 dan 2020. Jadi ini ada beberapa wasit yang diundang oleh FIBA untuk memberikan masukan dari Asia gitu, kira-kira track-free rules-nya mau dirubah seperti apa, terus officiating-nya mau dibikin seperti apa. Jadi Edmond adalah salah satu orang yang dilibatkan untuk perubahan-perubahan di track-free. Oke, Edmond, please.
Okay. So why Freaks Free not 5-on-5? I always keep asking myself when I changed to Freaks Free completely in 2017. So first, it's the duration of the game. When you look at Freaks Free, usually it lasts for maybe 2 days or maximum 5 days for World Cup events. So the duration is shorter. Even for now, maybe we need to arrive the country maybe 1 day before the first competition day, but usually 4 days or 5 day maximum for each event. So it allows me to be more flexible to arrange my schedule with my full-time job. So basically, I have a full-time job in Hong Kong. This is also what I can share. So in Hong Kong, we don't have full-time referees. So maybe in Indonesia, you have full-time referees, you only officiate basketball games. But here, we have a full-time job. So we only arrange our annual leave to accommodate those nominations. So it's a challenge for us, not just me. So we have to select which area we can focus. But for me, I'm lucky because I have Freaks Free and 5-on-5 to choose. So I choose Freaks Free. And in Hong Kong, Freaks Free is very popular. And I think actually Freaks Free is popular in everywhere in the world. Because when we are young, when we are small, when we first know about basketball is playing 3-on-3, playing half court, outdoor with friends, with strangers. And I think in Hong Kong, it is very famous and popular, especially in the 90s. So we organize a lot of, I think Asia Cup. So it's organized by some sports brand. So it's very popular in Hong Kong. That is why, and it's more easy for small cities or countries, especially like Hong Kong. We don't have much land here. And it's easy to have a small event with just one basketball court. We can have hundreds of teams. So it's more easy to organize and provide more opportunities for the referees to, gain experience, to develop their officiating skills. And also Freaks Free because I like the atmosphere in the game. We have music, we have DJ, we have performers there.
Yeah.
When you're looking at 5-on-5, okay, maybe some halftime shows just throw the ball from half court. But here in Freaks Free, only a 10-minute sprint. So the speed, the excitement, the skill set of the players are completely different compared to 5-on-5. And the reason I chose to be a referee, I was a basketball player. I was a coach too, but finally I choose to be a referee because I always want to sit in the first row to watch the highest level basketball game. But now I only use my whistle, then I can have the best ticket without paying anything. Just my effort for sure. But this is why I choose Freaks Free because it allows me to travel more often. Because usually I travel maybe 10 to 15 times a year. Which is 10 to 15 events. So that's a lot. But if I still officiate in 5-on-5 and I have to consider my full-time job, maybe I can only go 1 or 2 events and that's it. And also you can meet a lot of people like Donald, Eddie. I also saw Haja is here and Troy, Simple. I can meet a lot of friends in different events and connect with players too. So it's the excitement brings me to this sport.
Ya,
Donald?
jadi, ya. Yeah, it's a long one. Okay, no problem. So, Edmund ini kenapa memilih dari track ke 55 karena dia melihat bahwa eventnya lebih pendek dan kita bisa terbangnya 1 hari sebelumnya. Biasanya di track itu kalau eventnya Challenger World Tour gitu biasanya 2 hari. Kalau mungkin World Cup, Asia Cup itu kita terbangnya 5 hari gitu kan. Jadi untuk izin dia ke kantor masih memungkinkan. Tapi kalau di 55 harinya lebih panjang dan di Hong Kong itu nggak bisa wasit itu menjadi full time, mungkin berbeda dengan di negara kita gitu kan. Nah makanya Edmund itu memilih di track karena lebih singkat harinya. Terus track itu karena juga di Hong Kong perkembangannya adalah karena tanahnya juga sedikit gitu kan, akhirnya ya lapangan pun juga sedikit dan banyak juga kita bisa tahu bahwa yang bermain track itu bisa dari anak kecil, dari orang yang dikenal bisa main bareng gitu setengah lapangan aja udah cukup. Dan track itu lebih menariknya karena memang the full entertainment gitu kan, ada DJ, ada hiburan dan lain-lain. Kayak dia merasa lebih enjoy dan lebih bisa menikmati di track itu kenapa dia memilih track street. Oke, Edmund. Jadi intinya saya ngambil cuma intinya aja, jadi nggak semuanya part saya translate ya, panjang.
Iya.
When you're doing the translation, I saw Mr. Handsome is here too.
Mr. who?
Mr. Handsome.
Mr. Handsome.
Oh, Budi.
Budi, yes. Yes.
Mr. Handsome. Yeah.
Budi Jabar, yes. Yeah, Mr. Handsome.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait some question from them.
Oh, really? So when you chose to be a free referee, so what to expect? Because when I first officially in free, I have really shit games as well. Very terrible one. Especially I still remember the one in Manila. Yeah. Because the excitement, the physicality is different before. When we first start the game, when I joined between 2013 and 2015 maybe, so we are a lot more physicality there. So it requires you mentally strong in the game. You cannot be relaxed in every seconds. Even you think you can control yourself, to manage yourself, to have a good officiating, but at the end, the players will tell you no, you are not well managed the game. So you have to expect the emotion from the players because the games are different atmosphere, different types of skills, environment. So the players, they play differently, and if you try to play free with your friends in those venues, or even with referees when you have break times, you can also feel that changes in the game. And that's something you need to adjust yourself if you officiate in 5-on-5, but not free before. Because we always talk about, and when we have a lecture, we talk about you change your chip in your brain from 5-on-5 to free. Usually we talk about the mentality and also knowledge of the rules. But now I have a new interpretation on this. When we are talking about changing the chips, it's not only changing your software, but also your hardware. That's why I'm talking about if your physical is ready or well prepared or not. Because you may think officiating one game maybe 20 minutes maximum, or sometimes 25 minutes for one game. For one game is easy, but if you are sitting there for 8 to 9 hours with heat, with hot, with cold, whatever, sweat, when you officiate your last few games, you will feel completely different. And this is something what you did not expect yourself to experience. But from my experience, I really want to share, you have to expect we always talk about expect the unexpected. You think yourself is ready, but when you have your first event, maybe not the FIBA one, maybe your national league, you must learn from others. You must learn from the experience. You must ask about how you overcome those challenges. How do you prepare yourself when you go to those events, so you are ready to face any issues came out suddenly in a game. Sometimes maybe not from the players. For example, if you look at the image here, I think one time in the Asia Cup, the clock didn't stop for few minutes, and we don't have an IRS at that moment. So when I go to the score table, I know the clock keeps running. So I keep counting how many seconds the clock runs. And then once they can reset everything, you have to tell the table official what the exact time we should put on the clock. So this is something you will not expect when you're officiating 5-on-5. And even I never experienced those problems in 5-on-5, but in Break 3 it may happen. Yep. So this is something you have to expect. Expect the unexpected, and ask some experienced one like Donald, Eddie, how to prepare yourself. Okay.
Oke, thank you. Oke, jadi Edmond sedikit bercerita tentang apa sih yang harus kita expect itu ya?
Harapan.
Hah?
Harapan.
Harapan. Hah?
Harapan.
Harapan ya, atau apa yang harus kita persiapkan gitu kan. Bahwa Edmond juga pernah punya pengalaman di Manila pada saat itu ya, pengalaman bisa dibilang pengalaman buruk juga gitu, karena dengan perubahan permainan fisik yang berubah di setiap mungkin setiap tahun ke tahun atau dari game per game itu banyak hal yang dialami. Nah, kita harus bisa mempersiapkan apa yang harus kita perlakukan gitu. Nah, yang kita ketahui bahwa di 3x3 itu memang kita harus merubah chip kita gitu dari 5-on-5 ke 3x3. Tapi yang dibilang adalah bukan hanya merubah chipnya kita, bukan hanya softwarenya aja, tapi hardware-nya juga harus kita rubah gitu, mindset kita. Makanya memang tidak mudah menjadi wasit 3x3 karena dengan di satu game dengan game yang lainnya akan sangat berbeda, apalagi dengan cuaca mungkin panas, dingin gitu, dan kita harus benar-benar siap untuk setiap game gitu. Nah, dengan pengalaman dia gitu kan, bahwa memang tidak apa ya, kalau dibilang kita harus belajar dari orang-orang yang memang memiliki pengalaman yang lebih gitu kan. Jadi belajar dari the experience one gitu, atau yang pernah mengalami beberapa hal. Terus dan pernah juga ngalamin bahwa mungkin di 5-5 nggak mungkin terjadi bahwa ada satu event Asia Cup itu waktunya berjalan, tapi kita udah aware duluan, kita sudah mulai hitung berapa detik gitu kan, atau berapa waktu yang terlewatkan dan kita perbaiki. Jadi kita sudah siap dengan hal-hal yang tidak kita harapkan gitu. Intinya kurang lebih sih seperti itu. Oke, please.
Okay. So how to prepare yourself? So when I first officiated in Break 3, I don't have someone to ask, so I have to work on my own to develop my path. So I will share what I did. Maybe not the correct way, or maybe if you think this is not exactly what you can duplicate to yourself, but I usually watch a lot of games from others, because Break 3 is awesome. When they are doing their social media, the multimedia, they put all the events online, so you can watch all the highest level events on YouTube. I learned, for example, the mechanics, especially the mechanics. Where should I go when the ball is there? How should I position myself, or my partner should position himself when the ball is in the opposite side? You can learn from those top level referees, and also from the events. And I also learn about selecting the criteria, because if you ask me, okay, if the players grabbing me like this, should I call the foul? It's really difficult to tell you based on your description, how you describe the actions. But if you look at the clips, if you look at the video, the exact play, then I can understand more about why the referees, or why the referee make that decision, whether it's good or not. And also, I always review my games after the events or after the competition day. I review myself and ask, okay, why I make those calls and why I don't, and how can I adjust to get a better decision. Because we talk about decision, not good decision. It doesn't mean you blow the whistle. Sometimes you don't blow the whistle. It is also a good decision. So I keep asking myself, okay, what was I looking? Because I'm the one who made the decision in the video. So I can recall something if I think the decision is wrong, or I can make a better one. During the process, I learned a lot, because I'm not only looking at myself, but I also looking others, how they do it correct, or when they are making mistakes, how can I avoid the same errors in my game. So when you're trying to putting all the pieces together and just spending some spare time to look at it, I would say you can learn faster than just have practical exercise. Because, for example, in these COVID situations, we don't have events, we don't have games, so we cannot practice on the court. But how can we maintain our mentality when we receive the nomination? For example, next week, you have games the week after. So you must be prepared. How? Watching games, reading games would help. So that's how I prepare myself when I first joined Freaks Referee, but I still continuously doing this from time to time, because I make mistakes, I make errors. If I want to avoid that, I want to progress myself to higher level. I must keep reviewing my performance.
Ya, jadi Edmond itu bagaimana sih Edmond itu melakukan persiapan gitu kan. Jadi karena di FIBA itu Traxi itu karena semuanya medianya ada di media sosial gitu kan, seperti bisa diketahui ada di YouTube gitu, semua banyak banget gamenya diupload di sana gitu kan, dan game-game top level. Edmond belajarnya dari situ gitu kan, dari lihat mechanics, terus bagaimana wasit yang di top level itu mereka officiating gitu kan, terus call-call-nya itu juga bagaimana, yang kadang-kadang menurut kita mungkin di 5-on-5 itu adalah suatu foul gitu kan, di Traxi belum tentu, atau bisa foul tapi kita nggak ambil, itu malah good decision atau keputusan yang baik. Itu yang dilihat dari Edmond. Jadi bagaimana game per game itu bisa dipelajari, dan situasi-situasi yang bisa dipelajari dari video-video yang ada di YouTube gitu kan. Jadi itu adalah salah satu persiapan Edmond. Apalagi pada saat COVID ini sama sekali nggak bisa praktek di luar gitu lapangan, tapi memang harus selalu mempersiapkan kalau kita bilang mental image training kita gitu kan, dengan latihannya video-video itu dan case by case. Jadi mungkin di bulan ini minggu depannya dapat tugas atau nominasi dari FIBA, ya dia sudah siap secara mentality gitu kan. Nanti penyesuaiannya ya akan lebih mudah di lapangan untuk adjustment-nya. Oke, Edmond.
Okay. So here's as you read or white, it's a conflict. Maybe you think coin flip is easy. You just toss the coin, you catch it. But I would say it requires practice. When you're looking something, you think it is simple and easy to achieve, but behind that, it requires you to put a lot of effort to practice before you can really use it in front of the others. So what I want to mean here, red or white, keep practicing everything. Practicing means reading the rules, making sure you have a good knowledge of the rules, knowing about the mechanics, communications, how you talk to the players, how you talk to your partners, these kind of things. And also keep your body physically in shape and ready. And then you will not miss, because you know sometimes when you do the coin flip and you miss the coin, it's quite embarrassing. And this is what we don't want to happen on the floor, on the court. But everyone makes mistakes. But if we keep practicing, and practice makes perfect.
Ya, jadi red or white itu merah atau putih. Jadi coin flip itu kelihatan simple, tapi memang harus kita latih juga karena kita nggak mau pada saat melakukan coin flipnya salah gitu atau terlihat bodoh karena kesalahan melakukan coin flip gitu. Jadi selain coin flip itu kita melatih segalanya gitu, dari komunikasi dengan partner ataupun dengan siapapun yang ada di sekitar kita harus melatih semuanya gitu. Baik dari peraturan pun juga kita harus selalu melatih gitu, agar kita selalu ya melakukan hal yang benar dan tepat. Okay, Edmond.
Okay, so last one to conclude my presentation. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Willing to learn, so you can get improved. And don't be shy, or don't be afraid to ask stupid questions, because sometimes stupid questions can give you a big step for your achievement. Thank you, everyone.
Ya, thank you Edmond. So jadi Edmond itu katanya stay hungry gitu kan. Jadi tetaplah lapar gitu untuk mencari ilmu dan jangan malu.
Okay, Edmond. Okay, one question.
Yes.
Okay, one question, Edmond. From your opinion, Edmond, your opinion, if we want to be the good referee in 3x3, is that we should have a 5-on-5 referee first, or just we can directly to 3x3? And what do you think? Is this better that split 5-on-5 and 3x3 referee, or it's better still stay together, the referee? From your opinion. Thank you.
I would not say 5-on-5 referee or 3x3 referees, but to become a basketball referee, I would say. This is 3x3 and 5-on-5. They all basketball referees. They share the same basketball rules. So if you want to be a good referees, whether in 5-on-5 or 3x3, you must have a good understanding of the rules. Even you officiate in 5-on-5, but you don't know the rules, how can you officiate in 3x3? You have to know the principle of the sports. If I ask you what is a traveling violation, what is a double dribble, and you cannot answer correctly, so whether you officiate in 5-on-5 or 3x3, you will not be a good one, right? So you want to be a basketball referee, understand the rule first. But I would suggest to be a good 3x3 referee, you must love the game. You must love the different atmosphere of the game. If you don't like to stay in a noisy venue, stadium, okay, maybe 3x3 is not good for you, because we officiate 8 hours when the DJ play disco music there. Sometimes you are distracted by those music. And if you are not capable to officiate in those environments, then you have to consider whether you want to officiate in 5-on-5 or 3x3. But if you feel enjoy and really into the game. Even when they play music, they have different lighting on the court. If you're feeling comfortable, especially you stay very close to the players, the audience, so you can hear a lot of distractions or complaints or blah 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 whatever. If you can get used to that and concentrate on the game itself, then maybe it is suitable for you to go for it. But first, know the rules. If you don't know the rules, I would say neither the 3x3 or 5-on-5, you will not be a good one.
Oke, thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Edmond. Oke, jadi kalau kita mau menjadi wasit 3x3 itu akan lebih baik kita lebih mengerti tentang rules dulu. Jadi biar kita paham apa itu tentang basket. Oke, thank you for your time, Mr. Edmond. So now the second speaker in our webinar is Mr. Eddie. Okay, before Mr. Eddie, I will read the curriculum vitae from Mr. Eddie. Mr. Eddie is the first 2016 FIBA 3x3 free license. So in under 18 Asian Championship in Malaysia and 3x3 Asian Beach in Asian Game in Vietnam. So 2017 3x3 Martial Art Game Turkmenistan. So 3x3 under 18 Asia Cup in Malaysia. So 3x3 Asian Cup 2070 and 2019. In the 2018 3x3 Asian Game in Jakarta, so 3x3 World Cup in Philippines, Youth Olympic Game in Argentina, so 3x3 World
Edmond udah kita bacain karena kebanyakan nih.
And 2019 3x3 World Cup qualifier in Puerto Rico and 3x3 World Cup in Netherlands. So this the curriculum vitae from Mr. Eddie. Mr. Edmond, not we read the curriculum vitae because it's too much. Okay, so now please welcome Mr. Eddie. The time to you, please.
Hello, everyone. All good friends.
Hello.
Nice to see you
Hello,
all. Yep. I'm happy that, thank you, Donna, to invite me to have this sharing section. So, yep, I'm start to be a referee since young, since I'm 15 years old, and I get my first FIBA license on 2015 in Hong Kong. And after that, yeah, in Hong Kong, and I feel I got very good relationship with Hong Kong and Edmond. All my story also stay with Edmond. So
Grandmaster.
yeah. Then the other years, 2016, I get my FIBA 3x3 license in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So at the time, our lecturer also Edmond. So he really my master. So do you want to translate, Donna?
Ya, jadi Eddie start karirnya sebagai wasit umurnya sangat muda, 15 tahun. Ya, salah satu umur 15 tahun dan ya dengan beriring waktu juga akhirnya diterjunin dengan timing yang seperti tadi ada dijelaskan.
Ya.
Oke, Eddie. Please.
Yeah. So for today, I would like to share is about my career since 2016 until today. I'm really feel very lucky that I'm part of the 3x3 family because like when I know we have this examination when 2016, actually it is not famous and not popular in Malaysia at all. So at the time when I get the opportunity to have an examination, I really like nobody to ask, like what Edmond said last time. There's nobody to ask. So the only thing we can get the preparation for the examination is how we spend our time to read the sport and read the 3x3 game. So I remember at that time, I also nominated to SEABA game, Southeast Asia Championship in Medan, Indonesia. And after that, I have the examination after one week after the tournament. So at the time, every day after the 5-on-5 game, I stay in the room and I watch the YouTube, watch the 3x3 game every day. And I got nobody to ask, so I just read the rules and see how they officiate. So this is how I learned myself. So in these few years, I learned that actually sometimes it's about lucky, and most of the time it's about the attitude to be the how you treat this sport and how you treat your professional. So a lot of the referee, I remember last time when I joined 3x3 family, a lot of the referee they say, oh, 3x3 is very easy for officiate. The referee only standing there, no need to move, no need to do anything. This is a very wrong mindset for those people who speak out. And the time I'm the special one, I think, because I'm the person who keep moving, look for space when I officiating. So I remember that time, my first nomination 3x3 in Vietnam, Da Nang, with Donald, right?
Yeah.
The time with Donald. So one night, the time when we go officiate, we don't know FIBA have sent somebody to here to the tournament. So one of the night, so the FIBA staff come to me and try to talk to me. So he said, hey, in this tournament, I see you are the special one because you are the person who keep move here, move there during your officiating. So he tried to talk to me. Then after this tournament, I really get the opportunity to go more further for the 3x3 game. So after that tournament, my conclusion for myself is how you be serious and how you be professional for your identity. This is very important.
Ya, jadi Edi mengatakan bahwa pada saat dia akan mengikuti FIBA Clinic 3x3 itu sama sekali nggak ada pengetahuan tentang bagaimana 3x3 itu, bagaimana peraturannya. Akhirnya pada saat event di Medan itu, siapa U16 kalau nggak salah di Medan, pulang game itu dia balik ke hotel dan dia langsung buka YouTube, langsung baca-baca rules gitu untuk persiapan untuk event penatarannya itu. Nah, setelah itu dia mendapat nominasi di Vietnam, ya kan, di situ dia banyak belajar dan dia disamperin sama ada staff FIBA, terus dia melihat bahwa ada sesuatu yang lebih dari Edi dan dibilang ada special one gitu. Pada akhirnya dari situ tuh karirnya tuh mulai menanjak. Edi, please.
Yep. Then for sure. After that, I have a lot of opportunity to go around the world to officiate, and 3x3 really bring me very far because I never expect that I got opportunity to officiate out of Asia, which is 2018. I received two very surprise news for me. I really feel very happy at that time, which is I going to the Youth Olympic in Argentina. And my first 3x3 World Cup in Philippines, which is with Edmund at that time. So for sure, everything is not so easy because we go to overseas. We have to. I can share something for you guys. Like I always bring a book to overseas. So this is how we officiate and what problem we facing, which minute, what happened. This is what we're doing all the game. So the improvement, there's nobody can help you. It's just like how you can help yourself. Like every time I go to the officiate, I will do many of the notes. All those notes I never throw. Sometimes when I free like this situation, COVID situation, I stay at home. Sometimes I also review back the game and review back the problem that what I used to face. then how I going to improve and how I going to overcome.
Ya, jadi Edi itu selalu bawa ketika dia bertugas ke luar negeri itu selalu bawa not dia gitu kan untuk selalu mencatat segala sesuatu yang pernah dialami di event tersebut yang akan selalu diingat. Jadi catatannya itu buat itu sangat penting gitu untuk improve, selalu improve dan improve. Oke, Edi.
Yep. So how can be a good referee? Actually, there is no 100% or a perfect referee. So the most important is how you get ready and how you responsible for the match, for the tournament. This is the very important. This is the most important. So like what Edmund said just now, we every game sometimes we have a lot of problem when we officiate, but doesn't mean this is a bad thing. And if we look at the other way, this is a good thing that we can improve and how to solve problem. And when we face a game, how we going to solve this problem? Yeah.
Ya, jadi banyak permasalahan sebetulnya ketika kita bertugas gitu. Tapi bagaimana kita akan mensiasati permasalahan atau kejadian-kejadian yang akan kita alami di lapangan. Nah, itu yang harus kita tanamkan atau membuat suatu mindset untuk kita. Gitu.
Okay. And maybe now a lot of people look at us, like look at Edmund, look at Donald, look at me, like, oh, we are very good. We can go a lot of tournament, like we are got a lot of opportunity. But people always see what we success, but people never see how we process. This is very important, like
the scene,
yeah. You know, I would like to share experience of myself, which is with Donald.
Oh.
And too bad that Edmund Ho is not with us. He's supposed to with us. This is one of the experience my
first experience.
Yeah, that is my first world tour in India. Actually, this thing I never share out with other, only Donald and me, we know. Here I would like to share that it is not easy to be a referee. There is not easy to officiate a game. It's because sometimes we lack of experience when we going out and we are not well prepared. We will facing a lot of problem. The most of the problem is not that we do know how to officiate. The problem is our heart cannot handle the game. I even cry after the tournament, and I go to Donald room, then we sit together, and I really can't control my emotion. I like pissed off. I very sad that I officiate that not good. So I would like to share with all my friends here, if you feel you want to go more further, you really have to prepare your heart, prepare your mental, to be strong heart, strong mental, to handle the player all around the world. That is not easy, honestly.
Jadi kita punya pengalaman waktu pertama kita berdua sih di Hyderabad. Edmund itu nggak bisa hadir karena nggak dapat visanya di last minute. Jadi wasitnya saya 3, kita 2 wasit yang kurang berpengalaman untuk di World Tour. Nah, untuk pengalaman officiating-nya, ya kita punya pengalaman officiating, tapi hati kita yang belum kuat. Jadi memang hati kita harus kita perkuat, mental kita harus benar-benar hati yang kuat, walaupun dengan pengalaman yang banyak juga akan sulit untuk kita. Jadi buat teman-teman semua yang di sini wasit, ya hati itu harus diperkuat walaupun dengan pengalaman yang banyak.
That was not my fault, Eddie.
There is the immigration problem.
It was 2 days like hell.
Yeah.
Yes, I can share the story. So they reject my visa application on the morning I fly. So I didn't have the visa, so I cannot go to the airport.
So I remember our picture. we have left one spot for Edmund, and we edit one of the cartoon is pretend that Edmund here. So yeah, and after that, one thing I would like to say also, after we officiate in 3x3, this is what we have to do in future also for all the referee, even though we experience or the person who not yet experienced. This is like very important, is we always need to be sharing and caring each other. It's not about we are competitor. Then we always like help each other. Sometimes your friend told you something that's you not really like, because the person who really tell you there's the thing you make a mistake. That's why don't hate the person who always like say you make something wrong. You are the person who always lead me. Like Edmund, so many years I go for the tournament, I go with Edmund and Donna. We always like share to each other. They always blame me what I going to improve, what I need to be improved. This all words is not good to listen, honestly, but this all is very good to let yourself to know what you have to be improved. And the most important thing is go back to your room and think how you can improve. It's not only you listen, then you go out. So yeah, this is very special thing, and we also hope we can build this culture. We always sharing and help our friend to like us, to go for more far like us. This is very culture.
Kak Edi itu kita memang butuh sharing dan jujur sebetulnya untuk saling memberikan masukan satu di antara lain, karena masukan itu sangat penting untuk improvement kita, karena kita nggak akan tahu bagaimana kita ketika kita mewasitin kekurangan kita apa sih, kelebihan kita apa sih. Yang bisa menilai kita adalah ya orang lain. Nah, apa yang kita diberikan oleh seseorang ya kita benar masukin gitu di kepala kita. Nah, balik ke hotel atau ke kamar kita atau dimanapun kita berada, kita coba saring gitu kan, coba kita lihat terus apa yang harus saya perbuat untuk bisa melangkah lebih jauh dan menjadi lebih baik dan lebih baik dan lebih baik. Okay, Eddie.
Yeah. Then, and the last word I would like to say is when we wear our uniform, we always respect our identity as a referee. We always respect the game. We always respect the player. So just do our best to give the best judgment and the best result for the game. This is the responsibility of the referee.
Yeah, I think I understand it.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
That's all.
Okay. Eddie, I want to have some question.
Please.
Okay. The question is, I want to know in Malaysia, how is the Federation Basketball in Malaysia take care the 3x3, like the development of the 3x3 itself, like the game, the organization of the game, and also the referee in Malaysia. Maybe you can tell us how in Malaysia. Thank you.
In Malaysia, we just have a new election and new batch of the management, and just 1 month ago we have choose the new president. So I believe that our Malaysia Basketball Association have some plan for these few years, but I not really know about that because I'm not of the management. So, but about the referee, honestly, we also try to develop, like we don't mind that the referee that they never officiate in 5-on-5, but for sure we prefer that the referee they have the knowledge in 5-on-5, so they only can be easy to catch up in 3x3. But in Malaysia now we also have the examination for those Malaysia referee national level. So I believe in 2 years plan we can build more referee to get into the 3x3.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Eddie, for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we continue with Mr. Donald from Indonesia. Mr. Donald is the first referee in FIBA referee in 2009, in FIBA 3x3 referee in 2016, experience in 3x3 international event. So in year
Nanti Mr. Donald silakan mentranslate ke Inggris sendiri ya.
so in year 2016, 3x3 Asian Championship in Malaysia, 3x3 Asian Beach Game in Vietnam. So in year 2017, 3x3 martial art game in Turkmenistan, 3x3 under 18 in Asia Cup 2017 in Malaysia, and 3x3 Asia Cup 2017 and 2019. In year 2018, 3x3 Asian Games in Jakarta, 3x3 Pro League Challenge and World Tour until now. Year 2019, 3x3 World Cup under 18 in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. In World Cup under 23, Lanzhou, China. 3x3 SEA Mania, Philippines. In FIBA 3x3 referee B in 2020, FIBA 3x3 instructor in 2020, Indonesian 3x3 referee instructor since 2016, and 3x3 event organizer since 2016. Okay, now please time for you, Mr. Donald, please.
Should I make this in English or Indonesia? Because we have some.
Yes, after you speak in English, please translate in Indonesia yourself.
You translate
Thank
for
you.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to translate from me this time.
Yeah. We'll try.
Okay. Yes. So Eddie was we was in the same batch. We go to the clinic together, and it was in Penang, right, Eddie? Yeah, it was in Penang, and Edmund was our lecturer there. At that time, I didn't understand about Trexie rules or anything about Trexie, but that time I was my federation chose me to go to the Trexie clinic. I say okay, yes, and then after that I download the rules and I download I watched the videos on the YouTube how the Trexie works, and it was totally different in the court because it was like very physical, and I didn't imagine I can handle it. And I can remember there was some note from Edmund that I forgot the checkboard for 10 or 16 times. I forgot it, but I forgot a lot of checkboards at that time. I said, oh shit. And then I go with Eddie outside, and Eddie, I screw up my game and I don't know how to handle it. And actually we was very close at that time. We really support each other every time until now. Even we are not in the same tournament together, but we always text each other and share what happens on the tournament, anything new, anything. Is there any updates? And then we always support. And then since I get my license, I try to make something in my country that for the referees, which I think it's very important because the 3x3 game is a bit different than 5-on-5. So at that time, I was talking with Anthony Gunawan, which he was in the 3x3 in the federation at that time, and we tried to make something for the referees. That so we made the first clinic we made for the national referees. So the first thing for the referee we did is the national referees for 3x3, and there's about 30 referees, I think so. And then I tried to make another program is for the basic referees. So So they have to go to the basic referees or region referees, and then they have to go to and then after that they can go to the national referee, and after the national referee they might be promoted for the FIBA license to go to the FIBA course license. That's why I'm thinking, but because of the level of the game is a bit different here, and it's not easy to work as what we have in the FIBA games because of the level of the game, but we're still thinking about what to do, what to develop for the Indonesian 3x3 referees. Mungkin itu aja kali Me ya, karena di webinar sebelumnya juga sudah banyak berbicara tentang bagaimana referee bekerja. Kita akan mengangkat dari sisi Edmund dan Eddie.
Oke.
Ya, jadi intinya sih untuk development sih kita bicara tentang kita mau develop baik di Indonesia, baik dari wasit, event ataupun mungkin dari pemain sih.
Oke, Mr. Donald. Mungkin kita bisa masuk ke pertanyaan. Maybe any question from our from audience, please?
Mungkin Mr. Iqbal kita share sama 5-on-5 FIBA referee dulu, Mr. Harja.
Oh iya, oke. Now,
mungkin say hi, Mr. Harja.
Halo, Mr. Harja.
Okay, Mr. Harja can share about the referee. And
Mute. Okay, wait, Mr. Harja.
Harja malah duluan di Indonesia nih 3x3.
Harja unmute. Oke. Wait. Oke.
Anu sendiri ya.
Okay, hello everybody.
Hi, Haja.
Hello Edmond. How are
good to see
you? Hello Eddie.
I'm good.
Yeah. Hello Eddie. Hello Donald. Oh, hello everybody. Sharing apa nih?
Share aja kan 5-on-5.
Yeah, actually I have one experience in 3x3 and one and the only. First time I'm officiating in 3x3 in the World Cup, World Cup in Jakarta 2014. This is my first time I'm officiating 3x3 and then my last time also officiating in 3x3. Because that time there is no 3x3 referee yet, so they use a FIBA referee to officiating in the World Cup that time. So I'm listening here. I'm learning from Edmond, from Donald, from Eddie, for 3x3. Just continue.
Thank you, Mr. Harja.
And maybe Mr. Handsome referee want to say something?
Yeah, Mr. Handsome, come on.
Handsome.
Mr. Budi? Mr. Budi want to say something?
Oh.
Halo, Mr. Budi. Spotlight. Bambut, ayo ngomong dong. Setik, Bambut. Unmute. Yes. Okay, please. Headsetnya abal-abal ya, tah? Cek. Cannot, Mr. Budi. Cabut, itu headsetnya dicabut. Itu nggak bisa ngomong.
KW sih.
He want us to look at his handsome face.
Sorry, some.
Yes, good.
Hello,
Please say something, Mr.
everybody.
Budi.
On.
Hi, Mr. Handsome.
Hello, Eddie, Donald, Arja, and our friend Indonesia, referee.
Yap.
Sharing apa, Me?
Sharing sesuatu aja lah, something.
Tugas kan tuh 3x3 tuh.
Hah?
Jadi pernah tugas juga kan World Cup tuh 3x3 Monas.
Yes, I have one experience and at 3x3 FIBA World Tour in Monas, Indonesia.
World Cup.
World Cup.
Yes,
World Cup.
Yeah.
Because it was there's no 3x3 license before, so the FIBA referee can officiating free.
Yeah.
No need 3x3 license. For me, the experience is same like maybe like Edmond. I like 3x3 also. You know what? Some entertain from 3x3. 3x3 game. There's a DJ.
Yeah.
And you know, some style, some
dancers
style from 3x3 player.
Yeah.
Good experience. But yeah, only one in my life. One moment in 3x3 officiating. That's all, guys.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Budi, Mr. Handsome.
They can ask Donald. Donald, you should organize more 3x3 events in Indonesia.
Yeah.
I hope one international tournament, but because of the COVID, so we have to wait.
Okay.
But the COVID already go, man. Thank you.
We want to hear about 3x3 in Australia. Maybe Mr. Troy want to say something.
Whoa.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. If I talk too quickly, because Eddie and Donald always say I talk really quickly.
Not just two of them. Even I said you are speaking too fast.
Slowly.
I'll try. It's just so everybody knows, if Donald can have more 3-on-3 tournaments in Indonesia, that would be good, because it's 6 degrees here.
Oh.
Really cold.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Australia is still sees 5-on-5 as the only basketball sport. We did about 10 tournaments last year, just local tournaments. So a lot of driving to get there. They have brought in a 3-on-3 license. So you need to do a 5-on-5 license first, and then you need to do a rules test for 3-on-3, but they don't have a pass rate. So it doesn't matter how good or bad you do, you just have to have done the test, and then you get your 3-on-3 license. Edmund did everybody's course here, mine too, in Penang. So that was awesome. And I like basketball, but I love 3-on-3. It's an amazing game, and I keep knocking on the door of Australia basketball saying more 3-on-3, more 3-on-3. Edmund and Eddie did the one Challenger we did. Challenger, Edmund?
Sydney Challenger, yeah. I still miss the toothpick.
Yep. And Edmund and Eddie both ate kangaroo.
And crocodile meat.
And crocodile, yeah.
Crocodile.
The best thing about 3-on-3 is it's just family. It doesn't matter player, score table, official, or referee. We all love the game, and because we're family, we all make mistakes, and sometimes my wife tells me she doesn't like me today, but because we're family, we get over it and we get to move on to the next one. So we always try really hard.
She doesn't
we always
like you,
try
but
with
she
that.
loves you.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah, and that's why I love the game. It's amazing, and you know it's hard to learn 3-on-3 sometimes, being with not many tournaments in your country, but there's lots of video, and I was chatting with Donald last week, Eddie today. I message Edmund all the time, so we just message each other and talk about the game. It's really good.
Ya, jadi ini Troy menjelaskan bahwa sekarang negaranya sedang 6 derajat Celcius dan nggak memungkinkan untuk bikin 3x3 outdoor karena memang sangat dingin. Terus memang 3x ini seperti keluarga besar sih sebetulnya, bukan cuma hanya berteman gitu, tapi memang kita seperti keluarga besar. Nah, dia sudah mencoba untuk mengetuk pintu gitu kan, federasi atau organizer untuk melakukan beberapa mengembangkan 3x3, tapi memang tanggapannya masih belum positif banget. Tapi memang mulai pelan-pelan ada kegiatan 3x3 di mana sekarang wasit 5-on-5 kemarin ada tes wasit untuk 3x3 gitu kan, tapi memang nggak seketat seperti yang diharapkan. Tapi memang perlahan-lahan mulai untuk mencoba untuk membuat sesuatu untuk 3x3 di Australia.
And the last thing is Eddie's my brother and Donald's my hero at the moment.
Wow. Why Donald is your hero? Why?
Why Donald is hero?
Because how much riding he's doing.
Oke, buat yang lain, apabila ada yang mau ditanyakan, silakan saja langsung kan. Sebelumnya saya mau sapa Coach Tri Adiloka, yang Coach Tri, apa dengar Coach Tri? Ya, mudah-mudahan Coach Tri selalu sehat. Kemarin saya dengar ada sedikit musibah. Mungkin Coach Tri ada yang mau disampaikan tentang 3x3, Coach Tri, bagaimana perkembangannya atau apa harapannya dengan 3x3 ini? Silakan Coach Tri. Coach Tri it's the national coach also and in Indonesia. So
Halo.
Coach Tri bicara saja, biar nanti ada Donald yang translate. Silakan Coach Tri.
Oke, siap. Bahasa Inggrisnya setengah-setengah soalnya. Terima kasih teman-teman. Saya sangat senang dengan adanya webinar seperti ini, apalagi ada yang tingkat internasional gini. Mudah-mudahan 3x3 kita di Indonesia bisa semakin maju, bisa semakin sukses, bisa semakin go internasional yang lebih lagi. Sekarang ini kan udah cukup. Saya lihat 3x3 kita ini udah cukup luar biasa. Nah, wasit-wasit kita juga sudah mulai kayak Coach Donald, referee Donald itu sudah ke internasional. Terus kemarin referee Budi ke sini memberikan materi juga pelatihan untuk para wasit. Itu ya kita seneng lah. Itu mudah-mudahan ini basket Indonesia jadi semakin berkembang. Dan terima kasih kepada pemberi materi yang internasional udah mau berbagi ke Indonesia. Terima kasih. Sukses buat semua. Yo. Yo, sama-sama.
Beda musik gitu. Kalau yang kargo panjang longgar.
And ready to share with us all the information or all the knowledge about 3x3 to people in Indonesia, and I hope that and is so that Indonesia we are progressing in our team also in 3x3, and also the development of our referee also. We have Budi and Arja who's going further and further in his career and in their career, and hope we can move forward and forward. Oke, Heng. Mungkin di sini, halo?
Ya, silakan.
Ada kawan saya dari Cina juga. Ini juga, we have our sister here. We have Simple. We can maybe Simple can share some stuff about treks in China because for me, I think China they develop very well. They organize a lot of challengers, World Cups, and a lot of tournament there. And the development is the team development is very awesome. Maybe we can hear from her. Is Simple there? Simple. Okay.
Her name is here.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yes. Can you put your video on?
Okay.
Video on. We want to see you.
Just try.
Yeah, we want to see you, Simple.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm in Chengdu now, so it's a long time no see. Yeah. Hi everybody.
Hi.
I just got the message, so I just tried. But this is the first time I use Zoom, so I faced a lot of problems. At the first time, half an hour, I can't hear anything. I just watch you, everybody, but it's so happy. I can see you, yeah. But,
Yeah, because you don't want
I
to
just
keep me
checked
sharing.
and found a way. Hi.
No, you go.
Can you tell us how
Okay.
taxi works in China until now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and until now the situation become better and better. We can travel around, and but we should be careful. Yeah, protect this, and a lot of games competitions will be held next month.
Oh.
Yeah, of 03. Or yeah, we will have a national game, will be held in different cities. Yeah, just like Challenger, but this kind of Challenger is only for the national cities. Yeah, so it is a really hard time this year. The pandemic blocked us, and we cannot meet like before. It's so sad, but I think everything will be recovered very soon. Yeah, everything will come back.
Maybe Henky want ask anything with Too Simple?
Yeah, Miss Simple, I want to know the protocol in the China. So you like maybe the first country that can have the basketball event, especially the 3x3, because you know that how the COVID is spread is by the touch, you know. So it's basketball it's really touching the ball, right? Everyone touch in one ball, in the same ball. So can you share with us that how is it can be, so we can copy it like, so we can copying the protocol, so maybe we can give to the federation, because like now that the federation in Indonesia already like announced that there is no game until next year. That's why and also the video that how the protocol from the beginning, and then when they play, how the referee have the protocol with the. So if next month is already held the event, maybe we can you can share with us the video, so we can know how is it that we are really yeah, like hopeless in here. There's no game. Everyone like stop, like everyone stop the most of Indonesian many people in Indonesia is like a full-time job in this sport, because we love this game, something like that. Thank you.
Yeah. 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 Oh, I can share some videos we held last week. We the competition between some province team and national team. This is a training competition, but the players and the teams come from the many places, get a lot of experience about 3-on-3. It is so nice, and I have this video, and I can share with you all, and just because this is a so special time, so hold competitions still have a lot of risk. So the organizer have to do more than before to protect the players, the teams, and the referees, or everybody join the competitions. It's not easy, but if everybody be careful, everybody will be safe. Yeah.
Ada lagi pertanyaan, Heng?
Yeah, maybe you can pass the video to Donald. So because Donald, and for the information for all, that the development of Awaba, they have a monthly program, and one of it is Mr. Donald. We do some discussion, sharing about the 3x3 with Mr. Donald every Wednesday, like 7 p.m. In the first week every month and the third week in every month. So if you want to join and share with us, it's really grateful for us. And also we have like 5-on-5 with Mr. Harja. It's like the second week and the fourth week every month in the development of Awaba. It's also the same on the Wednesday at 7 p.m. And maybe Mr. Edmond, I want to ask something, Mr. Edmond. Yeah, because you are the master, I think, because you are the first. Everyone, like in Australia, every clinic is with Mr. Edmond, Mr. Tracy.
He is our teacher.
What do you think about the 3x3? Is it should be played in the outside or inside? And is that how to maintain do you think, because you are the referee, but please, maybe you know about the coaching, because the tagline of the 3x3 is from the street to the Olympic. Is it like a different organization? Like maybe in for the 5-on-5, usually we call it club, and in 3x3 they said it's like community. And from my knowing is the community usually that like the street. Many people play in the outdoor, and every afternoon in the like 3 o'clock they gather in some small court, maybe with one basket, and they play. How is it according to your opinion about the 3x3 itself? Is this can be in the club, or it should be freely so they can join anything, and no border between the organization in itself? Maybe that's the question, Mr. Edmond.
So this is what I like 3x3, because when I first joined in 3x3, and we have various events even for FIBA. So some events we play outdoor, and to me that was torture. And when I had my first world tour in Tokyo, which is the same location, they will have the Olympics 3x3 there. So they are playing outdoor next to the Gundam, and they convert the car park into the basketball venue with no cover, because it's quite expensive, and they just started to promote 3x3 in different countries using world tour. So not every organizers, they can afford to have the tent like what we are having now. So okay, in those moments, I think playing outdoor, okay, maybe we should find evening time. Daytime, okay, for the players, maybe still we have Team Jakarta there, and they were playing quite good. And for players, maybe it's okay because they just spending 30 minutes for one game, and then they can go into a room with AC, relaxing with some cold drinks. But for the referees, we're sitting there, even not officiating for the whole day. We got tanked. So to me, in that moment, I think it's better to play indoor. But when you understand more about why they keep promote Freaks-free, you can understand, because we are talking about urban sports. So and also from the street to the Olympics. So how we can engage more people in this sports? We are not playing Freaks-free in regular basketball court. In Hong Kong, we play Freaks-free events in all the basketball famous area like Southern Playground, Victoria Park. But in my opinion, if we host those events in those areas, we cannot attract people who never watch basketball or who never watch Freaks-free. And it cannot be a popular sport for people. But playing indoor or playing outdoor outside the shopping mall, like we have World Tour in Chengdu, and they just build a venue right in front of the biggest shopping mall in China. So people who usually go shopping, they don't watch sports, but now they have a chance to watch the games, to understand what this Freaks-free is, and to understand basketball more. So I think this is good to have outdoor venue, and they have a tent now. But for some places, like if we have, if in Hong Kong we organize any Freaks-free events like World Tour, Challenger, I hope, it would be good to play outdoor and indoor. Because we don't have much empty spaces that we can hold those kind of events, because it's quite a lot of safe spaces. We need a main court, we need a warmer court, but we have a lot of shopping center. So with that constraint, we can have those events indoor. So I think Freaks-free provide the flexibilities for the organizers to think about whether they can hold the event indoor or outdoor. It depends on their budget, but also depends their target audience, because we are not targeting those people who are already playing basketball. We should promote Freaks-free to those who doesn't know about basketball before, or they will not travel for half an hour or for an hour. For example, when we have the World Cup in Philippines, so they play in the Philippines arena. And people, they need to drive maybe 30 minutes to an hour to that area. So, but if we are playing outside the shopping mall, even people, they have to drive for a long period, they still go there. So we can attract more people. And I think that is why Freaks-free is so popular now, and so many private organizers, they are hosting those events because they can make profit from those events. And by holding more of Freaks-free events, then we can have more teams to play. I think we can have two strategies. One is for the club, like the professional one. So we can develop the teams to play in the World Tour. So they can get the prize money, they can have a professional team, they can have professional players. But at the same time, we should have more grassroots events for the public. Like what you said, to build up the community, because to make the sports more complete, we cannot just have one stakeholders. We have to involve the grassroots one, which is a large scale of people. But at the same time, we should develop, or at least have some very professional players or professional groups as a spokesperson to promote these sports. Because with those professional players, they can help those organizers with smaller budgets to organize more small events for the grassroots players. So we can develop the players at least to have minor knowledge in Freaks-free, and then they have the chances or the path to develop in their Freaks-free and professional player career. So that's my point of view.
And there's one question that I think you skip it is what do you think, because in 5-on-5 there is what we know is the teams are registered by club, by name of clubs, but in 3x3 it's like a community, or like what we say in English. Yeah, it's like a community. There's no club in 3x3, but do you think if we make a league for 3x3, example in Indonesia, if I make a league in 3x3, should we use club name, or we can use the community name? Which one is better, do you think?
I guess it depends on the sponsors. So if you have corporate sponsors, so for sure maybe club name is better for the team, because they're promoting their brand. For example, I hope I'm playing on behalf of Nike. So I wear Nike brand, everything. And then Nike can sponsor my maybe travel expenses to other cities, to other countries to play other 3x3 events. If no corporate sponsors, only in their community they have budget from the government or from their local government, so they can represent with the community name. So it really depends on whether there's a budget or not. So for me, if we go for the club competition, at least we have to secure some of the fundings from various corporate who are very supportive on 3x3 basketball, and they are willing to develop this sport in a more professional way. That's why, as I mentioned, we should have two paths at the same time. One is for the community, which is more grassroots events, but at the same time, we can have smaller teams, smaller amount of teams, but in a professional category. So we can put club names in that area, like the World Tour, but at the same time, we have community teams or events for the grassroots players or not too experienced or professional players, but they can have the chances, to progress into a higher level in the game. So it depends on the budget.
The budget, yeah. And so for the World Tour, they're using club name, right?
Which one?
The World Tour, World Tour, they're using the
World Tour, no, they are using community. So okay. They represent cities.
Yeah.
Like Jakarta, Tokyo, Chengdu, Beijing.
Yeah. Gitu, Heng?
Ya. Mungkin sedikit ditranslate aja yang tadi. Jadi pertanyaan saya ke Edmond adalah apakah 3x3 ini lebih baik mainkan di outdoor atau di indoor? Jadi menurut Edmond itu tergantung dengan budget. Jadi dan juga tergantung kepada tujuan. Apabila kita mainkan 3x3 itu memang di tempatnya yang biasa orang main basket, berolahraga, maka yang melihat hanya orang-orang itu aja. Itu kenapa 3x3 lebih baik dimainkan di tempat-tempat yang memang sedikit ramai gitu, seperti di mall atau di tempat-tempat yang mengundang keramaian. Sehingga orang tuh yang tadinya tidak ingin nonton olahraga, jadi bisa nonton olahraga. Terus yang kedua mengenai apakah 3x3 ini bagusnya bermain menggunakan nama klub atau nama komunitas juga sama. Tergantung bagaimana organizer mengorganize event itu dan sponsor lebih suka yang mana. Jadi mungkin hari ini yang perlu diperhatikan para organizer di Indonesia supaya tujuannya adalah bagaimana mempromosikan 3x3 kepada orang banyak, tidak hanya ke komunitas olahraga bola basket saja. Dan juga di samping itu memang Edmond juga menekankan bahwa 3x3 juga harus menggandeng para pemain profesional yang tujuannya adalah untuk membantu yang grassroots-nya. Jadi jangan fokus di grassroots, lupa pemain profesional atau sebaliknya. Jadi harus saling mengisi. Mungkin begitu ya, Mr. Donald ya? Ya. Mr. Donald, mungkin saya agak di exercise. Ini ada Imene Tahmi, mungkin Mr. Donald tahu, bisa disapa. Ada Pekmeng Imene Tahmi. So, ada
Pekmeng apa nih?
I think he's from Malaysia. Maybe Eddie knows. We can say hello to Mr. Pekman.
Yeah. And about the Imene Tahmi is India or something? Maybe can say hi.
We can say hi to Pekmeng Chong first. Hello.
Hi, Pekmeng.
Hi.
Are you a referee or player or coach or?
I'm the referee.
Okay. You want to say something about? Maybe you know, like Mr. Eddie said that they don't know about the management in the federation. Actually, I want to know before it's changed. Is that the basketball federation in Malaysia, like they were have some they take care about the T-X3, or they have like a separate, like in the football and futsal in Indonesia, they were separate in the management. Maybe you know about it, Pekmeng?
I really don't know because I'm the lower.
Oh.
So it's Eddie Junior, right?
Yes.
Oh, you're Eddie Junior. Wow.
Eddie Junior. So maybe any question for Edmund or Eddie? Do you can ask anything?
I think it's very great. No need to ask.
No need to ask. Okay, thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
not asking questions.
So we move to Imenetami. Hello.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Everyone. Yeah, I am Iman Tehmi. I am from Algeria.
Oh, Algeria. Okay, nice to
Yeah.
meet you. So how's
Nice to meet you too.
How's the situation in Algeria right now?
Yeah, now, it the number increase day by day, but less restriction, and you can less restriction here, and but for the activities, it's not open now.
Okay. Okay, so still have to wait until the COVID.
Yes.
ends.
For the competition.
Emene, are you a referee, coach, or player?
Yes, I am FIBA referee.
Oh, FIBA referee.
Yes, FIBA referee in five, but national in 3-3.
Oh.
National referee.
What do you think about the referee?
Sorry?
Yeah, how about the referee in your country? Is that developed well or what?
I didn't understand. Can you repeat, please?
How the 3x3 in your country is development well or what?
Yes, no. For the 3-3 here in Algeria, it's like a new sport or new basketball. It's not like 5-5, but it's year by year. It's interesting here. But you cannot do big event or big competition, just a local competition here.
Is that the federation will organize, or is this like other organize the event about the 3x3?
Sorry?
Yeah, is that the basketball? Is that the basketball federation who organized the 3x3, or like some like a private organizer who organized the 3x3 in Algeria? Hello, Emene.
Okay. Generally, yes. Yes. Okay. Generally here, the federation organize the tournament or like event, and sometimes we have like a club or association to organize 3-3 here.
Ah, okay. Thank you to join with us. And
Yeah.
is that any?
Did you listen to me?
Yeah. We listen it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe any question from her to Edmond or Eddie? Any question?
Thank you so much.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
No, thank you so much. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you. Ya.
Nah, Reni kemarin mau nanya tuh, Heng.
Ya, silakan Reni.
Coba.
Mana?
Thank you.
Udah ditanya tadi sama Hengki.
Waduh.
Jadi udah nggak.
Maaf. Edmond. Yeah, for another question, Edmond. I don't know. Is it Eddie is is driving or?
Yeah, so he was driving.
Okay, so I don't want to make him stop and then he got ticket from the police. Okay, Edmond, I want to know about the platform actually, about the 3x3 platform. Is that what we know is only the FIBA 3x3 platform here in Indonesia? How about in Hong Kong? Do you have like a Hong Kong 3x3 platform, or you only use the FIBA 3x3 platform?
We use only the Freaks3 platform. You mean the one they put on Iris? Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we tried. We're trying to push all the events because we have a lot of grassroots Freaks3 events here, but not every organizers they know about this platform, and most of the players they are not mandatory to register their profile on FIBA. So not many events are FIBA endorsed, and we are trying to push it to at least have maybe 5 to 7 FIBA endorsed events here. Yeah, because I think it needs a lot of time to develop or to to promote this platform for all the organizers, because not only the federation they are organizing events. We have government bodies, we have very different private organizers. They are doing their own events as well, and they usually just complete the events and done, and they are not thinking about the development of Freaks3 here in Hong Kong, and they usually don't know about making an event FIBA endorsed can help Hong Kong to get more points in the ranking. Yeah, so I think the next steps, once we have resumed all the events here, we will start to promote. Actually, I have started to promote the platform and asking all the coaches or players if they are organizing any Freaks event themselves. I encourage them to use the platform so that more players, they have more chances, to represent Hong Kong in Asia Cup, even in qualifier or qualification round for the Asia Cup is good, because if we don't have enough points, it is not achievable for them to because for us I think it's more easy for the players in Hong Kong to play in national events in Freaks3 rather than 5-on-5, because in 5-on-5 I think we are not in that level because we don't have much tournaments, and also players they have full-time jobs too, just like the referees. So we don't have many professional players here, especially for the local players. So it's more difficult for them, to develop in just the sport. But 3-on-3 possible.
Ya, Donar mau translate?
Lanjutin.
Oke, enggak, aku sih cukup, nah, maksudnya dia udah jawab itu. Kamu mau translate? Jadi mungkin aku translate aja. Jadi menurut Edmond, dia di Hong Kong dia hanya menggunakan FIBA platform. So dia sedang berusaha untuk mempromosikan platform itu ke semua coaches, ke pelatih-pelatih dan komunitas basket di sana supaya Hong Kong bisa dapat poin sehingga bisa qualified dan bisa bermain di event-event internasional yang FIBA adakan. Jadi platform ini menurut dia sangat penting ya karena bisa mengetahui rankingnya para pemain, meningkatkan rankingnya negara juga, dan kemungkinan kualifikasinya untuk ikut di event-event internasional, di Challenger atau di yang lain bisa jadi mungkin. Mungkin itu ya Nal ya, kalau enggak.
Bagaimana dengan situasi di Malaysia? Edi hilang ya?
Dia lagi nyetir kayaknya.
Oh, Edi driving.
Mungkin Bung Wempi, mungkin ada yang mau ditanyakan Bung Wempi, silakan aja. Teman-teman yang dari Indonesia, silakan aja bertanya dalam bahasa Indonesia, nggak apa-apa. Nanti saya atau Dona atau Mas Iqbal bisa mentranslatekan karena supaya informasinya juga apa yang ingin ditanyakan bisa langsung nih ke narasumber kita yang ada Edmond, ada Troy, ada kebetulan lumayan banyak yang dari luar ya. Silakan mungkin yang lain kalau mau bertanya, mungkin Pak Wempi mau bertanya.
Bung Wempi.
Oke, untuk ini mungkin saya tanya lagi ke Miss Simple. I want to know in China, I think, because like Donald says, many event in China and they already started next month. The same question with Edmond is in China use own platform or only FIBA platform for the 3x3? Because you have so many. I want to know about the 3x3 platform actually. In China, is it the China have the own platform or only use FIBA platform? Because China is so many player. I think if you use maybe the number of the player is only from China because you have so many player and so many game and I think the rank will be high. like Edmond says, many event is in the FIBA platform. It will be make the rank higher. Maybe you can share with us in China. 3x3.
Okay. Okay. In China, we have three level competitions holding in China. And the first level is it's more like a challenger or World Tour, and just similar. And this level is a very high, it's the highest level. And the second level is it's a province team join the national team. All the team comes from the different province, and the third level maybe just for the not professional players. Everybody, if you want to join the game, you can join, and we want to accept a lot of people who love basketball. They can have found a platform to join. So in this three level, we find more and more people know 3-on-3 basketball games, and more people like 3-on-3 games. So we want to absorb the more young people to join, and more professional players to join the 3-on-3 games. Yeah.
But you only have you just use the FIBA platform, right? You don't have your China own 3x3 platform, right?
Yeah, we use FIBA platform, yeah.
Jadi mereka juga menggunakan itu FIBA platform. Jadi mereka nggak bikin platformnya sendiri.
So you have a 3 level. Like the first
one, the Challenger and the World Tour, but in China World Tour, China Tour, you can say that. Is that represent the community or represent like the club? Like in 5-on-5, they use club name. Bulls, Chicago Bulls and everything. But what is like different with the community, because the community is like a street community, like maybe Jakarta community. It not represent the club. And the second one is you said that it's province level. Is it mean that it in China, if there is like 30 province, only 30 teams that they have the game, something like that? And what do you mean by not professional? Is that like grassroots or what? Like the third level?
Okay, the first question is the team joined the similar to the Challenger or Water, and they use the name of the city, just like FIBA, and not like the 5-on-5. In CBA, the name of the team always be the club. So 3-on-3 is totally different. And the second question, I'm sorry, I didn't hear very clearly.
The second level, like the province, that you said that the second level is like the province game. It mean that represent the province, like Chengdu province, something like that.
Yeah. The second level competition, the team was supported by the province, and this kind of competition is a national team because it's a national competition because the team join this competition come from the different province. Yeah, just like Jiangsu, Sichuan, just like this. Yeah.
How about the not professional? It's like grassroots or like under 18 or 16 or something?
Yeah, we have some age limited just in the young team. For the open category, we don't have any age limited. Yeah, everybody, if you want to join, it's okay.
Okay. How about in Hong Kong, Edmond? Is it same?
Yeah, we have different categories. Depends on the age group. Yes.
Oh,
but we don't have a specific. We have events for students, but at the same time we have open category events for the public. So we invite, for example, secondary schools to join a specific events only for school students. So the winner may.
The student is it will represent the school.
Yeah, they are presenting their schools.
So if like say under 14, it's mean like what is junior school. It's gonna be you have like under 14 for the community, and you have like a junior high school competition, something like that, or?
We have school competitions, but for the community competitions, they will think about their own name. So it is not a community name, not a club name. Maybe some club, they have players to represent them. Otherwise, for example, if me, Donald, and Eddie, we form a team, we can use the free hands-up, for example.
Okay, so you have no like continuing competition, like it will be like the league, something like that.
We have a league like the 5-on-5 one, but it only lasts for maximum 2 days. Yeah, because not many club teams playing in 5-on-5. They also participate in breaks free. So only some teams they will sign up for that.
Okay.
As you said, yeah, there's no continuity for various events.
How about the government thing about the basketball itself and also the 3x3 in Hong Kong is that the government like in I don't know in other country like in your country in us they have like the multi event is same like Asian game or Olympic but for the national multi event sport. And now it should be we have like Indonesia Olympic national event, but because the COVID they will postpone until next October. So but now 3x is already in that multi event. How about in Hong Kong? Is that government also have some event, national event, something like that?
In my understanding, I think the federation they started to talk about to talk with the government whether we can host some bigger events here for the public to participate, so we can have more chances to organize some of the events, or even we can send the national team to multi-sports events or Olympics, Asia Cup, or other events. So I think they started to look into Freaks-free because compared to 5-on-5, as I mentioned, I think it is more easier, and it don't encourage a lot of resources, because for Freaks-free we only maybe maximum 5 players joining to one event and maybe one coach or other team followers. So the expenses is less, and it's more feasible for the government to support.
Okay. Thank you. Mungkin Mas Suryo Pranoto mungkin ingin bertanya. It's one of the basketball. Also they like what we say. They work for the basketball also, like coaches. Yeah, please.
Okay,
Mr.
okay.
Pak Suryo.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe I want to ask a question for 3x3 regulation now. How developed regulation from FIBA 3x3? Why FIBA 3x3 is not popular like basketball? Like basketball league, like in another country and in many countries like Indonesia, China, like NBA. Yeah, why not popular?
Mas mau nanya soal rules-nya dan
Rule juga sama mengapa saya ingin bertanya.
Okay. Mr. Edmond, maybe the question is what is the new rules in the FIBA rules for the 3x3, and the other is why 3x3 is not popular than 5-on-5, especially in like the NBA and other three, something like that. Mr. Edmond,
maybe I can give as like suggestion. Maybe we have a league for 3x3. I think I just make a FIBA competition, 3x3 competition just for hanya untuk sekali aja. Tapi kalau untuk saya berharap, I hope make like league 3x3 leagues. I think like NBA. Same like in futsal, football, any futsal, I think it make 3x3 popular.
Yeah, and one of his opinion,
I hope.
he think that should be the 3x3 have like a league.
Yeah. League,
like
not just competition, just cup, like before, maybe. It's just a suggestion from me.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Edmond, maybe you can say something.
Yeah. So I try to answer your second question first, because to me I think Freaks-free is very popular now. But I would say we cannot compare to 5-on-5. Because you can see the history, 5-on-5 has developed for a long time, especially if you are talking about professional league like the NBA or CBA, or even the league in Indonesia, the NBL, I think. It's very well developed, and it's the fundamental of basketball. but we started to have Freaks3 maybe 10 years ago. And to me, I would say the development of Freaks3 actually is just amazing, because if you look at the events we have, just look at FIBA events. I'm not talking about private organizers organized events. If you're just looking at the World Tour, you can look at the number of stops we have. We start from 7 to now 10 or 11 stops per year, and we have so many challenges. We have maybe 20 or more challenges per year. And if you look at the calendar, it is increasing. It increases every year. We have more and more satellite events, and we have the Women's Series. So you can see the growth is growing rapidly. So I would not say Freaks3 is not popular. Of course, if you're compared to 5-on-5, look at NBA, look at NBL, look at CBA. But if you look at World Tour, we have so many people watching online. And we have so many small events, you know, satellite events surrounding World Tour. Because even not World Tour itself, we still need different small events like the Challenger, like the Quest, you know, to qualify teams in the World Tour. So we need those events to promote it. And who is organizing those events? Not FIBA. It's private organizer, it's a national federation. So they are doing those events, you know, to promote the team, to promote the players. And you can see a lot of sponsors. And in Europe, they also have their league as well in Latvia. I just watched them resume the league, and in Russia, and in Asia we have China. They have their own professional league. In Japan, they started their league maybe 5 years ago already. So even they invite import players to join. Korea, they have their professional Freaks3 league started last year. So every country's actually they put a lot of resources promoting the event. And I would say if you look at the COVID situation now, a lot of countries they resume Freaks3 events earlier than 5-on-5, because Freaks event it involves less audience and players, and it's much safer, you know, to resume the game. And to your first question, any rule changes? I would say we don't change the rules a lot for this year. The only change point is talking about the 5 seconds stalling. So we have stalling rules. If a team they clear the ball, and the player dribbling the ball with the back or side towards the basket, so we count the 5 seconds. But this year, we slightly modified the rules, the interpretation, not the rules, the interpretation a little bit. So even if a player holding the ball inside the arc with his back towards or aside to the basket, we also count the 5 seconds. So if he hold the ball with his back towards the basket, we started the count. For example, after 2 seconds, he dribbles. Okay, we continue to count those 5 seconds until he passed the ball, he attempt the shot, or he drive towards the basket face to face. So this is the only rule changes for this year. For the rest, no, because we know now we are approaching the Olympics, and all the teams they have already, you know, adapt to the rules changes in previous year. So we don't want to make any big amendment on the rules.
Mr. Surya, mungkin yang pertama, jadi kalau menurut Edmond sebenarnya 3x3 kalau di negara-negara sudah populer, dan ada beberapa negara yang memang sudah membuat liga. Mungkin di Indonesia kita berharap segera ada liganya. Mungkin yang soal rules mungkin Mr. Donald bisa translate yang soal rules yang tadi, Mr. Donald.
Jadi terkait rules memang ada perubahan. Jadi menuju Olimpiade ini nggak banyak berubah, cuma ada satu hal aja tentang stalling sih. Di sebelumnya kalau stalling itu kan perubahan tapi di interpretasi gitu kan. Di dalam arc itu atau di dalam tumpuan areanya itu, kalau dulu itu kalau 5 detik dia mulai dribble dengan membelakangi atau menyamping itu kita akan hitung 5 second gitu. Tapi sekarang walaupun bolanya dihentikan ataupun di dribble, tetap kita akan hitung 5 detiknya sampai dia emang attempt atau attack atau pass bolanya. Itu sih perubahannya.
Ada hal lain, Mr. Suryo?
Ini di unmute. Mungkin belum hidup.
Oke. It's enough.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Ada yang lain? Yang lain mungkin ada yang mau ingin bertanya? Oke, mungkin kalau tidak ada, mungkin kita coba ambil kesimpulannya. Mungkin, Mr. Edmond, I don't know where's Mr. Eddie. Maybe he is busy.
He left me alone.
Okay. Maybe Mr. Edmond, you want to say something for the last webinar? Because we will, I think it's already enough the information for us. Maybe if we want to ask you share again, hope you don't mind, and anytime we can contact you to share any other subject about the 3x3. And if there any information, any news, any developing, any information about the 3x3, we would like to share with you, and you can share with us too. Okay, for the last, maybe you want to say anything, please?
First, I'm really happy for you guys to invite me to join this webinar and give me a chance, to share not only how I achieved this career, I would say career. Even when people they think referee is my life, yeah, that's true, but this is not my full-time job. But to me, I treat this as my full-time job because, like I think Eddie he mentioned, people always can see the good side of us. For me, okay, Evan, oh, you travel again, you can visit so many places, meet so many friends. But people they never think about how much effort we pay to reach this level. Like I said, if I have time, I'm not only watching others game, but I also review myself as well. And usually, people they are afraid or they don't try to look at the mirror because they always want to keep the good things of themselves and they don't accept what they can do better. I cannot say bad, but they can do better of themselves or the mistakes they made. But to me, if I was to conclude this presentation, not only to be a good referee, I'm not sure whether I mentioned to Donald, Eddie, or Troy when they are joining the referee course. But in my opinion, I think to be a good referee, no matter in which sports, or even in basketball 5-on-5 or 3x3, you must have a good personality, a good character inside you. Because by the end, you are judging something on the court, so you are making decisions for the others. If you don't have a good mentality or positive or good mind, good heart with you, how can someone trust you to give you the authority or give you the power, to decide whether they will win this tournament or they lost this game? Because they trust us. So based on that trust, we got more responsibility on our own. And to be that, I would say to be a good person is very important. If you're a good person, if you're a nice guy, even you are not officially in the world tour, not in other major events, still you can meet good friends, not only with referees, but also with players, with coaches, with organizers. And meeting good friends can enrich your knowledge. I would say being a international referees, the advantage is giving me opportunities, you know, to enrich my view, to know more things I cannot understand from on the books or even just looking on the TV programs, because I have the experience, you know, to meet people face to face, to learn other languages, to know other cultures. Those elements or those moments really enrich myself and drives me to an even more better person. Because if you look at others who I would say not good, to only stay in the comfort zone, or not trying, you know, to wider the area of knowledge. Maybe they can still make achievement, but they cannot make an achievement, or they cannot achieve their dream. When we are talking about dream and goal, I still remember when I first, when someone asked me, okay, what is your dream to be a referee? I said, okay, the Olympics. But later on, a few years later, the same person, he told me, this is not a dream, because now you have the ability, you know, to achieve this goal. So it becomes your goal, because chips is something you cannot reach, but a goal is something you can do, you know, and to reach the finish point, the finish line. So if you set your goal for yourself, whether after this presentation you decide, okay, I want to focus on Freaks-free referees. After you set the goal, you need to identify some milestone. How can you reach the milestone, and who can support you to reach the milestone? I would say just, you know, stay hungry, stay foolish. Just keep asking stupid questions. Yeah, don't hesitate to ask. And I for sure, I'm really willing, you know, to share. If in the future any topics related to Freaks-free, I can share here with all the folks.
Silakan Heng, diterjemahkan Heng.
Oke, thank you. Terjemahannya lihat di YouTube. Mungkin terakhir Mr. Donald mau say something. Bahasa aja, bahasa.
Jadi ya, terima kasih. Thank you Edmond for joining us with this webinar. Hope we will have another one with another topics. Thank you very much to have some time with us. Dan ya, harapan saya sih sebetulnya sih di track street Indonesia itu semakin berkembang, semakin maju gitu kan, baik dari wasit, eventnya ataupun pemain gitu kan, terus semua aspek yang terlibat di track street. Karena kalau saya lihat peluang kita di track street Indonesia untuk go internasional sebetulnya sangat-sangat peluangnya sangat-sangat terbuka gitu. Apalagi kalau kita lihat bahwa tim putri kita Indonesia lolos ke walaupun kualifikasi untuk Olimpiade, tapi kita lihat bahwa ada kesempatan dan kemungkinan gitu kan. Jadi kenapa dengan populasi penduduk kita yang sangat luar biasa banyak gitu, masa kita nggak bisa dapat misalnya 4 pemain 3x3 gitu yang kita bisa kembangkan. Karena saya perhatikan negara kecil seperti Mongolia itu mereka bisa gitu punya tim yang sangat kuat dan lumayan disegani di dunia gitu. Nah, waktu kita juga pernah bikin sejarah juga track Indonesia zamannya Rama dan teman-teman itu kan kita bisa berprestasi, kenapa kita nggak bisa maintenance lagi gitu. Ya harapan saya sih semakin maju sih seleksi Indonesia dan pembinaannya diperbaiki. Terima kasih buat teman-teman semua yang selalu atau yang acara hari ini atau selalu mengikuti acara 3x3 yang dibuat dengan apa yang kita acara-acara ini. Itu saja, Bung Hengki, Bung Ame, terima kasih.
Okay, terima kasih banyak Mr. Donald. Okay, thank you very much for our speaker, Mr. Edmond, Mr. Eddie, and Mr. Donald, and for our guests from other country, Mr. Troy, Miss Simple, Miss Imene. So thank you very much. You in our webinar. So now I give to Mr. Henki. Please, Mr. Henki.
Okay, thank you everyone who joined us with the development of AWABA program, the International 3x3 webinar. So like there is some thing that I writing, like Mr. Eddie said that, so I also writing. There is some press that a good press from Mr. Edmond. What is it? Is the expected, the unexpected. So if you want to be a referee, just keep mind of this, expected the unexpected. Berharap sesuatu yang tidak kamu harapkan. Jadi harus is to be ready. It means should be ready. And the last one is like good referee is not only knowing the rules but also good personality, good character, because you are the referee making decision for others. This is a really good praise and hope can be remained by the referee in Indonesia. And from Mr. Eddie, this is also good. Is he said that only you can improve yourself. Nobody will help you. This is also is a good praise. So hope can be prepared. And the thing is from the story is that prepare your heart and your mental. It's not because you cannot officiating, but usually the mental and the heart is not ready yet. So that's also for the preparation for others. And the other thing is sharing and caring. Not make other referee become the competitor. This is a really good praise for. So it just keep mind. And the other thing is this is should be keep in mind in the referee in Indonesia. When you are using the uniform, respect all and do all the best. Ketika kita sudah pakai seragam wasit, hargai semua dan lakukanlah yang terbaik. And thank you for sharing with us, Mr. Edmond, Mr. Eddie. Hope he can drive safely. We don't know. He don't say anything. And also Simple. Maybe next time we have the program with you as the speaker. Share about the basketball in China and in other subject. And thank you. And also for information that development of our program will have As Jaladri. Usually we do it on the fourth week in every month. Next Wednesday will be still asking Mr. Harja what is the subtitle. I will inform you. So you can join with us in the development of our program every Wednesday. Usually we're talking about 5-on-5, 7 p.m. Jakarta time, and every first week and the third week in every month we'll be sharing about the track with Mr. Donald, and so you can join. And also we have the center court with Mr. Ibnu Susilo, is the FIBA technical delegate every Friday in the week 3 in 7:30 p.m. Jakarta time. So that's it, the program. You can follow us in the YouTube, in the development of our YouTube channel, and also in Instagram. You can follow us in the development of Awaba Instagram also. And thank you very much, everyone, and see you. And we hope this COVID will be go quicker, faster, so we can meet in the field, not in the Zoom. Thank you, everyone, and good afternoon. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Thank you. Bye. Terima kasih. Terima kasih semua. Mr. Haja, Mr. Budi. Bye.
Menurut gue apa ya?